Hey everybody in YouTube, yeah. Hey everybody in YouTube land. Welcome back to the Warren Show. This weekend was the start of the Motor City Comic Con for 2023. This is day one of it, so there's 2 more days of it, and today, because this weekend is a really wacky weekend. Since today's a really wacky weekend, I couldn't really enjoy I can't really enjoy the whole weekend like I normally could do because there's other stuff going on. And the idea is trying to do my best to just enjoy it the best way I can. Drinking that Green Apple Angry Orchard hard cider. So today there was so many guests. There was so many guests this weekend. They really stacked this weekend with guests. And there was like about 10 to 12 people I really wanted to see. But, of course, pricing determines whether or not I'm going to do it or not. For example, I'm a big fan of the Clone Wars TV show, and Matt Lanter, who's Anakin Skywalker, and Ashley Eccleston, who was Ahsoka Tano. They were there at the show, but their lines were so long, and plus they wanted like $120 for an autograph, and I was like, that's gonna be a hard pass. At first when I had the guest list, I listed out everybody who I wanted to see, and then based upon how much it costs, the days are going to be there, and if I could do it or not determines what I was going to do. And I basically looked up, I said, you know what, that's a hard pass. Some people are tomorrow only, and that may or may not be a hard pass. Like Greg Clark, who was Agent Coulson in the MCU, that might be a hard pass for me, even though it's reasonably be priced, but it all depends on time and effort and everything else. So the idea today was to get as many autographs as I can. Then again, also standing in line. See, they usually open from like 11 to 7 on a Friday, but they said no, 12 to 7, so that's like 1 hour less. And I'm like, okay, fine, no problem. Well, you know what? We'll make it happen, right? Okay, that's a little bit better. Of course, I got my 3-day wristband, so that's fine. That's awesome. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the celebrity guests I got pictures of. I gotten 2 autographs for the family, so they got theirs done. So let me show you what I got. Catherine Tate, you know her from Doctor Who. He was David Tennant's companion in Doctor Who, and she also played in The Office TV show. Of course, if you're a British TV watcher, you know who she is. And plus, in the new Doctor Who specials that's coming out this year, David Tennant, she's going to be in them. So, finally got her, which is awesome. Tony Danza from Who's the Boss and Taxi. I remember watching Taxi when I was a little kid, and I remember one of my favorite shows was Who's the Boss. So, this was an achievement in itself. Tony Danza. Ayo Owe. Yeah. Last but not least, he's been around the music scene. He's been around the movie scene for a long time, but a lot of people don't know where some of his favorite roles were. He was in the Rocky movie. Some people have never seen Rocky. Some people, he also was in The Predator. Some people didn't know that. Some people don't remember that. But most people know him for The Mandalorian. So this is the Carl Weathers. Now, thing is, when he did this autograph, he didn't like it. He didn't like that autograph. So he said, hey, I don't like this. And plus, this is the last picture, because I was going to get the Apollo Creed, but I wanted this one instead, because, you know, I love Rocky 1 and 2, what he was in, but I also do love The Predator. So he said, you know what? I don't like this. Let me get you another one. And you can keep this. There we go. So I got 2 autographs from Carl Weathers. So that was cool. That was half of my, tell you the truth, you know what, tell you the truth? I did not buy any figures whatsoever. I didn't buy any figures. Not one figure yet. I looked at some figures, but I never bought one figure yet. Technically, I didn't really buy any comic books yet either. But I did buy one. Now this next one is cool because I've been a big fan of this person since the 80s. When I was a young kid, when he was in a popular hip hop group back in the day, rap group back in the day, and I loved them, man. I loved him. I loved his cohorts, and I loved their music all the time. Of course, one of the members passed away, and I'm trying not to give it away right now. But you know what? He started doing comic books. So naturally, he said that he was going to be around about 3 o'clock. I said, you know what? I'm going to show up at 3, and stood in line, and I picked up DMC from Run DMC. This is his comic. Even, you know, you buy one of his books like this, and you can get a picture for free. So I got a couple pictures for free. They'll be on my Instagram under Arthur Warren. But this is the big thing that I wanted to get out. Some of you in the comic book industry, comic books, heard of Jamie Tyndall. So I got some of his books signed. He did, you know, it's funny thing is you probably can't see it too well, but this is his signature here. His signature here. He said that he was the first person to draw Dawn Marino, who was technically like the female version of Snake Eyes. And plus, I bought his Dark Talon and his Ahsoka Tano. And he signed those too. And I got this from a mystery box from Dragon Con. This is a medal, and I got his signature on it. Nice, nice, nice. Really nice guy. Teju, and you know, hey. See, what happened was, if I had to buy his autograph, if I had to pay for his autograph, I'm just gonna do his stuff. But if he gives me an autograph for free, I'm buying something from him. So I spent $50 for Jamie Tyndall because all of his autographs was free. So naturally. Next, some of you might have heard of John Gang or Jang. So I got some of his books signed. Wolverine, John Gang, right there, baby. We even sat down and talked. He even sat down since it was a Friday and it was kind of slow. he sat down and talked to a lot of people. Really cool. Cosmic Ghost Rider #1, John Jang. And this is a classic masterpiece right here. This Serpentor, John Jang. When I showed him this, he says, "Did you know that this was darker than the original print?" And he went to his portfolio, and showed me the print, and it was a lighter color. I was like, wow. Awesome, awesome, awesome. That's like chef's kiss. Yeah. So, last but not least, Donny Cates and Ryan Stegman was there. It was awesome. So I got some more of it. So I got them both double signed. His Vanish #1 double signed. Vanish #2 double signed. Vanish #3 double signed. Now Venom 35 double signed. I have Venom #1 double signed as well. Of course, these are not great. These are not witnessed because I didn't want to pay $20 a book to witness them. My apology. I mean, at first I was thinking about getting a witness so I can get it graded, but I looked up. I was like, that's eating into my budget. That eats into my budget. But anyway, and the coup de grace, the piece de resistance. Vanish #1, triple signed by John Gang, Donny Cates, and Ryan Stegman. Nice. That right there was my biggest score, besides DMC for the comic books. And basically, that is it for Motor City Comic Book Day #1. Stay tuned. #2, I did some walking around, and I will put that out there so you guys can see what it looks like. What I want to do is I want to do more deeper videos where you see me looking at comic books, looking at toys, and the whole 9 yards, and walking around. I want to do a big collage kind of thing, and I'm still working. And I'm not that big YouTube person. I'm not a big photographer. I'm not a big anything like that. I'm a big geek, but that's cool. And I want to try to do that to you. I want to try to do that to show you guys, and I'm working on that. So if I can make that happen, you will see a big mega video. Hopefully not too long. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. I hope you liked this video. Like, comment, subscribe. Leave me some words down below. Oh, man. See, the thing is, I'm excited and I'm exhausted. Double E. And some people don't quite understand that. My excitement, people are like, "Oh, well, you're not excited." I'm like, to me, this is like part of my life. Like, you go to work, it's like me going to work. Those kind of vibes. But I actually enjoy it. So walking around for 7 hours, just looking at stuff, carrying stuff, and buying some stuff, it's awesome. Don't ask me how much I spent today. Just don't. What I'm gonna do in the last video, I'm gonna put a tally of how much I actually spent for this whole weekend. And I think of all the 20 years of me going to this Comic-Con, I think this is the most expensive weekend yet. But anyway, if you like this kind of content, let me know down below. And plus, there will be more content like this pretty soon. Keep an eye out, and hope to see you soon.